Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Dak going to start out going to the air. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Cowboys had 1-6 now, and whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
But you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense. Point in the right direction. They need it quickly.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Draw play. Allen. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Jones on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From his goal line here, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Cowboys! Darius Slayton, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That's complete right side to Kmet. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked. That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped, there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
They're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Fields. Here's Griffin on the catch. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now again running right is Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Going to be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, here's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fields going to hold on to it, and he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game at Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They stay on the ground, but this... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. That ball caught by Slayton. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Now here's Pollard. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a sixth. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first down, Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. To the 43, 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, is that...
And my goodness, another interception. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. A first down carry by Elliott. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. On the draw, it's Pollard at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation, and he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Marr able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we were worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll buy some time right. Caught here by Griffin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the runs have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Fields on 1st down. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Off play action, Fields. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Patriots, they've taken the lead now over the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Elliott. And he loses the football the second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
On first down, it's Fields. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To the air again, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so So they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing again is Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields. Left side, got Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, Fields. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They didn't go and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Cowboys 38, Bears 14. Santos kicking off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they take a knee. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Here's Jones on the return. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bears take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because He certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And that is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Dallas, it's a rare win, just their second in these first 8 games. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.